Years ago, in the cloister, something arrived from my brother. It was a pen. It was actually a pencil and a pen too. And there were little hearts on the pen. Prior allowed me to keep them, but he did say to tell him not to send me any more. It occurred to me that a pen in the Monastery of Silence was very powerful. The monastic authors, all of them conclude that the silence is the safeguard of the soul. St. Bernard has a witty description of the monk who, for instance, is unable to contain himself. Laughter was not to be encouraged in the silent cloister, and he describes the monk who, unable to contain his laughter, leaks through nostrils and ears. St. Bernard himself spoke little but well, but at times the Church wanted him to speak, and he influenced European history. But he also used the pen, and unlike St. Norbert, he can still be heard a lot, for the quill still has its voice. And things have come down to us from his life. For instance, his great devotion to Our Blessed Lady. He would always greet her when passing a statue of her. And one time he greeted her as usual, Ave Maria. And suddenly, from the statue, he heard Ave Bernarde. Unusual for a statue. And he moved on. And despite the fact that he carried the whole of Europe and the Church on his shoulders, he always prayed well. When he went into the Abbey Church from the cloister, he would take the holy water, make the sign of the cross, and say to his problems, "You stay here, I'll take you up again when I come out." And so it was that he was able to enter into prayer mode. And he even saw his brethren in prayer. And on one occasion he was shown how much they were praying and not praying. And it came about that he saw the angels of the brethren in choir. He saw that some of the angels had a lot to carry up in prayer to heaven. Some far less, and others were sad, for they had nothing at all. For the brethren under their care were miles away in their prayer. It reminds me of what Dom Columkill, the abbot of Rostree, said one time in chapter. We don't go into choir to go into cloud cuckoo land. With regard to the pen, the novice master at La Trappe did insist the silence of the tongue was useless, unless also there was also the silence of the pen. I wrote these lines thinking about the power of the pen my brother had given me. A little gadget that can move the world. An instrument of man. And of tongue. The voiceless herald of the silent word. But thou, whoe'er thou be, e'en now dost learn. Its tiny body heaves mine now to thine. and freezes for evermore, one drop of time. As senseless, marking line on senseless line of meaning, it begets incarnate rhyme. And thou, dear brother, when thou thought'st of this, perchance not knowing what else thou couldst buy, when thou didst choose these parting hearts that kiss, didst hear their little voices at thee sigh, we penetrate into a dumb man's cell, without a word, his stifled words to tell.